The general form of an exponential function is y equals a times b to the power of x, where a equals the initial amount or the y-intercept, and b is the base or growth or decay factor. An exponential function always has an asymptote of y is equal to 0. An asymptote is the value that y gets close but never equal to. In this video, we're going to look at exponential growth and decay. So these are the two types of classifications for an exponential function. For an exponential growth, the a value can never be equal to 0 and b always has to be greater than 1. And for exponential decay, a also cannot be equal to 1, but the value for b is between 0 and 1. Usually for the value for b for decay, you'll see it as a fraction. Also note that if you see a negative a value, that means the exponential function as a whole is vertically reflected over the x-axis. So vertically reflected over the x-axis. Let's do some examples determining whether this exponential function is growth or decay. Remember, for growth, the b value is greater than 1, and for decay, the b value is between 0 and 1. Okay, our first example is y equals 1.5 to the power of x. Our b value is b, and that is greater than 1, so it is growth. Our second example, y equals 2 over 3 to the power of x. That is our b value is 2 over 3, and that is between 0 and 1. So our function is decay. Y equals 5 times 1 over 2 to the power of x. 1 over 2 is 0.5, and that is our b value. It is between 0 and 1, so our function is decay. Y equals negative 5 times 10 to the power of x. You can write parentheses around the 2, and that is our b value. The b value is greater than 1, so it's growth. And also, we see that there is a negative 5 for the a value, and that just means this exponential function is vertically reflected over the x-axis. Okay, y equals 2 over 3 times 10 to the power of x. You can write parentheses around the 3, and that is our b value. It is greater than 1, so this function is growth. Our last example, it's more tricky, but if you apply our exponent rules, we get 3 over 4 to the power of x. 3 over 4 is our b value, and it's between 0 and 1. So this is decay.